Disclaimer: I started to do more streaming when I'm playing, for example, the T28 heavy tank concept, something like missions, or even with friends or even with subscribers. I just stream now, so basically the link is in the description below, and click on it and follow when you want to see me play, sometimes rage, sometimes have fun, and see other people rage. Hello guys, it's RagingRaptor here, and today I will going to make a review of the Aufklärungs Panther, because most of the time this tank is said to be the Awfull Panther, because as a scout it is useless. I have to say, after my experience after grinding it through, maybe. So let's start as always with a little overview what we are going to do. First we have the little garage talk about the stats on the garage and what I managed to do in my battles, as well as other things. Then we will have the first gameplay, then the second gameplay, and then we'll go to a conclusion to say what is this tank exactly. So yeah, first in the garage you will probably see this tank has 950 hit points, which is quite much when you compare it, for example, with the M41 Bulldog, which only has 910, as you can see here, or the Type 62 with 880. They all have a really low amount of hit points. The biggest feature of this tank is its weight. It looks funny, sounds funny, but it's the weight, which is the biggest feature, because close to 42 tons, you can squash, you can ram every enemy scout, and they will get more damage than you, as you can also see here in this little video sequence. I think the T49 was kind of swearing. Even if I died, it was funny to simply one-hop him. But yeah, the engine power with the top engine is 900 horsepower, and this is still quite much. With this engine, which is unfortunate, has quite a high chance of burning, which is stupid. Gives it a power to weight ratio of 21.4 horsepower per ton. This is quite much. But you can't compare it to an M41 Bulldog or something else. As you can see, it has approximately half of the tons, but it has more than half of the engine power. Yeah, I think you see what I want to say here. Also, you slowly feel it that acceleration isn't that good, and the top speed of only 60 km per hour is also, you feel it. Of course, the Type has it as well, but when you play the M41 Bulldog with 72 km per hour, you really feel it. The traverse speed with 40 degrees per second is okay-ish. It could be better. Like on the Bulldog, again, Bulldog is tend to be the OP dog, but yeah. The biggest feature of this tank up after the weight is the armor. It has the Panther hull. It has 85mm in the front and 50 in the side. You can even try to side scrap with it. And it somehow works, but don't show your turret. Your turret is weak. It's really weak. Yes, it's 50 on the front and 30 on the side. But what does this tank make good? In my opinion, it's the 7.5 5.5 cm Waffe 0725. A 57 caliber sub-caliber gun, I think it is. I'm not really sure. It is really a special and unique gun in my opinion, because it is only available on tier 6 tanks and you're on tier 7 scout, which has a tier 8 matchmaking. But guys, you can flank tanks, and then this gun is amazing. It shoots with my crew 2.93 seconds. Every 2.93 seconds. And this is really fast. An aim time of 2 seconds is okay, it could be better. The damage, yes, it's really low, but you can really peek an enemy to death. And you will see this in the gameplay scenes. The average penetration is quite low with 156, with 157. The Bulldog has 175, and the Type has 145. So basically, only the Type is worse from these three tanks. I take these three tanks because I have them at the moment in the garage and play them quite often for the missions. And the gold penetration is really good with 221. I really had to say it was quite enough for that what I needed it to be. And yes, the accuracy is for a scout tank really good with 0.34. And I hope I will have that on the ROO as well. And will we? No. So a little drawback here on the ROO, but at least more penetration. A short reminder why I don't have brought the ROO yet. Because tomorrow the event is starting, at top of the tree event is starting, and the Leopard 1 and every precursor and things like this will be 30% off, as well as the ROO, so then I will buy it. But from the gun back to other stats. The turret traverse is 44 degrees per second, and with my coded optics I have 441 actual view range. Why did I use the optics? As you can see, I have a camo net in here, so you can probably think, yo, why you have a camo net but no binoculars? It's simple. Even if I have the camo net, it helps me sometimes, but you are so big that you get spotted so easily that it is really hard for you to passive scout. You are two things. You are on the one hand an active scout, on the other hand you are a medium long range peak sniper. Because with this gun you can really demolish enemies. Your DPM is simply amazing in my opinion. Of course the Bulldog has more damage, but when it comes to the gun, I liked the Aufklärungs Panther ones more. Because probably it shoots fast, it's more accurate, more reliable, I have to say. But yeah, with a DPM of 2382. What can you say? The Bulldog has 2500, but still I have to say, the Aufklärungs Panther has a better DPM in my opinion, because the gun tends to be a little bit better. How it feels. You will probably see it when you play it on your own. But then let's go to the stats. As you can probably see, I already achieved one mark of excellence. Oh, no, before we go to the stats, before I forget it. Come on. I tend for you get free experience to get the tracks and the turret, okay? Because this thing doesn't work. I didn't try it and I didn't want to try it because no. 76mm of penetration, no. For the turret you don't need so much free experience. 70,000 and for the tracks as well 80,000. This is kind of much, I know, but it is worth. It gives you a lot less trouble. And the engine you have probably already from the E50. I don't know how you have it. And we have to say many of the modules in these tanks you will have from other tanks, except for the turret and the tracks. This is of course a tier 6 gun. This is the howitzer which you used on this machine. I hope so, because the howitzer is funny. But yeah, now I think it's time we move to the stats. I made 66 games and had a win rate of 68%. I normally played it alone. Only a rare amount of battles were played in platoons. And yeah, as you can see, I survived 36%, which is not that high, but I had a really good hit ratio, which also is the same like on my overall. I have 72, and here I had 74, and I had a lot of times where I just was driving around, shooting with auto aim and things like that. The damage ratio is 1.47, which shows that I played more damage-wise than scout-wise. But also I did spotted, as you can see here later, and we spotted 2.8 average per battle and 1.02 were destroyed. by me. My damage cost is 658, this is not that much. As you can see, I really played it as an attack tank, more of a DPM monster. And that's why I also got 2100 maximum experience as well as 4500 maximum damage and 5 kills. The 4500 damage game we will see, and we will see a game with 3 kills. I managed to get the 3rd marks of excellence. I am 1 mark of excellence, and I'm close to get the 2nd one, but I have to say this tank was good, but I will sell it today after the review. I got 2 high calibers, 1 steel wall, we will see this as well, it was kind of funny, 7 Confederates and other things, as well as an kamikaze. That had to be, of course, right? And as you can see also, in a third of the battles, roughly, I made more damage than 950, which is also really good, I would say. But yeah, this to the stats, you need 92,500, I think, 92,700 for the Spähpanzerung. It's not that much, but you need your time. So yeah, let's move on into the first gameplay scene, and be right back, guys, and stay with me. And here we are in the first gameplay scene on the map Cliff, with a win rate of 53% and in a tier 8 battle, which is really lucky for you, of course, because you have a tier 8 matchmaking. The mission was to destroy 3 SPGs, but it was not possible here. So what does a good scout do? Trying to drive into the mid. Here we have also a guy which tried to do some advertisement, and I think don't go here, go on my Twitch stream to see most rages, most farming and mission accomplishing. But yeah, we're driving into the mid, but now we go on my lovely medium spot. And we already spotted 2 guys. And hasty snapshot was, unfortunate, a miss. But now the enemies look like they don't really are concentrating on us, especially the challenger, so we don't have the problem to just look at them. Here we had a lucky snapshot. Here also try to snapshot somehow. Unfortunate the tracks, and then the little house. As you can see, the gun is really fast with 2.93 seconds reload. And I thought I will get probably with an IS-3 again, but the spotting delay would be too much. And here again, the JP, which is easily penetrated by us, but it had to be a higher roll to penetrate his frontal armor in this angle. And some easy shots for us into the side of these guys. Here we had also luck that the shot bounced on his turret and made a shot trap. We received now our first shot from an enemy after 600 damage dealt by our own. And here, no problem, easy to shoot down on him. But we were quite lucky that he missed that one. But also we bounced several ones, which was not that good. But still, as you can see here, I know I can't really spot. What do I do? This is important, guys. Remember that. When you can't spot, deal damage. Deal as much damage as possible, okay? You are a capable fighter. Don't forget that. I see many scouts which just try to spot as much as possible. When you see you can't spot or get spot damage, then do your own damage. This is my only advice for driving scouts. You can spot on maps like Prokhorovka and Malinovka, but here, do your damage by your own. We are at 926 damage right now, and we saw in the mid, there's not much, but we can ram them. And even our armor helps. And here, another great ram. We got 120 damage, and he got 300. No problem for us, we just finish him off with a little ram again. That's why we got a steel wall, because of the leopard which just bounced every shot on us. Because our side armor is still strong, and the 85mm front armor are still good. Here I was a little bit too cocky and he easily hit me. But as you can see, he's not concentrating on me. No problem on 100 meters to hit his turret. Weak spot. I really need to watch out in such situations that I don't tunnel visioning, because that's what's happening here. But yeah, no problem. We got the enemy. We are at 2500 damage right now and a life downate of 7800. Because we couldn't scout, we do our own damage. Keep that in mind, guys. Do your own damage. Here I tried to spot the RD, so I stayed here and let my camonette unfold. And yeah, we had a chance. We were spotted again by the issue because we are huge as a house. But no problem. We can try to shoot him. But now I saw there is RD. Better try this one. It's easier to hit. I made auto aim in and just concentrate myself on the issue. And ooh, this was lucky by me. A masterful neon dodge, like in Matrix. But do you see this? I really don't have problems to shoot while driving. The gun is really accurate, and this is why I like it so much, and even like it more than the gun on the M41. But as you can see, I was a little bit cocky. I wasted this repair kit. I didn't get any more damage, but still 3 kills, 3001 damage, 12,000 W8. This is a really good game. And as you can see, it was an ace tanker, fire of effect, a steel wall because of the leopard, and a top gun, 53,000 plus, 2,900 without a daily. Yes, I did 600 damage more than our second best in our team, a tier 8 tank, and the RHM, which is known to be a damage dealer, did 800 less. You can see this tank is a capable fighter. And we made 38 shots and 29 connected and 20 penetrated. I received 15 shots, which were 10 not penetrated by the Leopard 1. I blocked 300 damage. Seriously, this is retarded. But yeah, I also spotted 800 damage, which is also good. And because I made 3 kills, I also got, because this battle I made today, 750 experience plus the action payout. I made over and all 40,000 plus. And did you see me once shooting gold? No, it wasn't necessary in tier 8 battles. Even with a tier 6 gun. This not necessary. But yeah, this was the first gameplay, so let's move on to the second one on Redshire, which is unfortunate a lose, but a awesome lose. So here we are in another battle. In the battle of Redshire with 54% win chance and a counter battle in a tier 8 game again. Because yes, in the tier 8 games you can use your view range and your gun, because tier 6 tanks, which have the same gun like you have, will also go into here. And as you will see, I'll try to go on my first scout position on this map, which is here, to try to spot the enemy heavies driving towards the heavy line. Which is unfortunate, not really, how should I say, not have much tension. But never mind guys, later on it will have much more tension. Again, in this game I tried to first spot something because I had the chance, but then I saw, no, it's not really possible to do. So yeah, I started to get a little bit nervous because I didn't spot something yet. And then so, okay, never mind. Aiming in, as you can see, and the first shot, 132 damage. And we were spotted, of course, because we are huge as a house. And now again, we are making some nice avoids. We are trying to lure the enemies to shoot us, but they didn't shoot us. So now we are retreating a little bit, so we can snipe them. And this guy gets demolished by us. He feels our DPM. And any moment Ta-da! First kill. Shitload of damage, which is not on my clock because it was not spotted. And I have to say, I stayed now quite long here on this position because I could shoot the enemies so good. But because what should I do else? Of course I could run down here and try to spot the enemy TDs, but most TDs are camping up here. So yeah, what should I do else? So I started to stay here, shoot the hill, and hope that when the guys here are done fighting, we can get some easy kills. And here I just made 2 blind shots because the bullets are not expensive and I have tons of them. Now I moved a little bit more forward to have more accurate shots, reducing the, how should I say, reducing the distance between the shots. And yeah, it looks like our team is going to cap, but later we will see it was a failure. I know in this part it is not really nice to see, but as you can see, I just stay here, of course camping much, but hey, we get some damage. And here again I needed to avoid a shell, and that SCM is again behind the rock, but these guys, also when you are looking this, watch out. This failure can happen too often to you. And no, I de-tricked him. I didn't saw that right. I just kept shooting. And to my biggest disappointment, I made many blind shots. And I stopped too early, as I will see later in the conclusion of the battle, in the battle report. Here I stopped because I was spotted. Because the T-32 was behind us. And he was dead. Amazing for us, we know 2 guys are dead. There was 1 T-28 prototype. Rush him! Like our German Blitzkrieg. And here he is, innocent, getting circled by us. My lovely maneuver. Now I am here. Now you need to turn. Now I'm there again. And here again. This is seriously annoying, because it's also a little bit BM what I'm doing. Also I bounce much. But this one was a more accurate shot. 1500 damage, 3 kills. We're actually trying to win this. But yeah, we won't, unfortunate. Again, 1 low HP one, but I was spotted by the Dikamax, so I needed to say, okay, let's try to get him while driving. And then I was just like, okay, fuck it. Now I'm like this, that he only really sees my turret, like 1 more accurate shot. Meanwhile, our guys behind us are advancing, so I can move forward here to try to spot their base. And here we have an RGM. This RGM will be the fate. He will destroy me. But first, we are going in sneaky. We don't want him to see us, because 42 tons against 90 tons don't go well. He shot. We have now 17 seconds. And we fucked up. First of him, ram him. Constantly I rammed him. Because look, it is like an extra shot. See, 44 damage. And 840 damage. Damage and HP, which I will miss later. Which I really will miss. Really will miss. And yeah. Now here I tried again to do some shots onto the T-44. And was successful. Because he showed me his ass. Still, we didn't shot 1 single APCR round. Still, our team is losing, which is really unfortunate. We are down to 8 AP shells and 26 APCR. Now what are we trying to do? We are trying to stay in their spawn base, because it's the safest position at the moment. We have 3 houses which give us cover. And here I have to say, there's so many low HP guys, I need to advance. But again, we don't go directly in, no. We are a medium with low amount of HP, but a good sniper gun, which is fast in relocating. So we will go more to the left, to the right. Try to circle them from a long way. But the biggest problem is TST-44. TST-44 will also ruin my game. But first we will do some shots, probably on the 5100, and are hoping that he will be spotted again by us or by our team. But this was by us. Unfortunate this shot didn't hit. This one connected and the killing shot was too slow. I'm now at APCR shells because I really wanted to win the game. Again, unfortunate. You will see it soon. The T-44 will catch me off guard. But we have to say, he was too damn lucky. He was really too lucky. As you can see, we are trying now. He is looking at the issue. 152. And he gets unspotted. This is the biggest BM. This is biggest bullshit. And now he spots me and instantly turns around. And makes an accurate snapshot. And this is how I died and we lost the game. We have point blank 3,369 damage and 4 kills. It gives us a life WNA of 40,353. But at the end we had an ace tanker and a top gun. So another top gun high caliber and 2,700 experience. I did 4,536 damage. I made really much damage on the blind shots of the FCM 50T and the Tiger II. We did more damage than the other 3 guys, tier 8 guys of our team combined. They only did 4,500. But yeah, we lost it, unfortunate. 53 shots, 38 direct hits and 42 penetration hits. I received 2 hits, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, we damaged 9 vehicles, we spotted 4 vehicles. We didn't do much spotting damage because the map was not good for spotting in my opinion. And the distance traveled was 3 kilometers. You can see we moved around quite much. But yeah, this was the second gameplay. I hope I showed you guys that when you are in tier 8 battles and you see that the map is not really good for scouting, be a peaker which seeks his prey with a low damage gun. But now we go to the conclusion about this tank, the Awfull Panther. So here we are in the last part of our review about the Awfull Panther, AFK Panther or Aufklärungs Panther. And yes, I played in tier 8 games where I saw that scouting was not really a good option to do without suiciding. I did damage. And this is what you should do as well in my opinion. This tank is a really good sniper tank. In tier 8 games it's horrifying what damage this tank can cause. Because 441 view range, a T-34 has 360, which is nothing. You outspot him so good. It has good penetration, really good gun accuracy. It's the most accurate scout gun on tier 7 in my opinion, and I think it is also like this. It has also quite good gun depression, not like the LTTB as far as I know from the test server. The camouflage is not really good, we know that, so passive scouting is not an option, more like active scouting. But as I said, this tank has his pros in sniping, dealing his damage per minute, ramming, and is otherwise, it's a Panther. As you know, I am a lovely Panther fan. And the cons are, of course, no camouflage. And this is, of course, bad for a scout tank. You can't go on a Prokhorovka like on the zero line, go into a bush and try to passive scout. It's not possible. You are just too big. But yeah, I really liked the tank. I was surprised that I liked it because everyone was like, "Oh man, this tank is so bad," and ooh, Awfull Panther. No one plays it. It's so bad. I was quite amazed. I really had bad games, but still I had my fun. And I think one more important thing to say is, if you are searching for a tank for doing missions, like I did here, don't take the AFK Panther. I took the M41 and it worked fine, because, for example, this of course is this you can do this as well. Destroy the free tags. I did this with the M41 and the AM autoloader. But this is stupid. Spot an enemy vehicle and enable your allies to destroy 3 vehicles spotted by you. Oh no, I mean this one, the Hawked Eye. Spot 6 enemy vehicles before they spot you. You simply can't do this in the Awfull Panther. Because it's too big, has too bad camouflage. But yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I showed you the full potential of this tank. If so, then leave a like, make a comment, what was good, what was bad. Subscribe for more reviews of tanks which I grinded now, more informations from the super test like the AMX 30B, and map changes as well. Guys, thanks for watching, and as always, good luck on the battlefield.